Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new Bitcoin technical analysis. So, I wanted to start off with um, um, a kind of apology because I did make a technical analysis video, but I was unable to upload it because there was a I've made a significant mistake. There was a significant mistake in the file and I could not upload the video. And I'm kind of saddened about this because I was talking about this place. And if you have seen my previous video, then you know that I was looking for this area, but I knew that this area could be extended um, till this area, kind of. And yeah, I talked about that in that video, but I could not upload it. So my apologies for that. What I can do is show you just a little bit of that analysis, and then I'll move on to current price action. So let me just quickly recap. Right, we first of all we went up. Um, we had bullish divergences here, right? So there was a lot of shorting here. There was a lot of shorting here, especially here. So we had the bullish divergences. And I am currently making new statistics. So I'm currently making new statistics uh, for a different kind of support and resistance level. So I'm currently on full screen, so I can show you this. I just started like a week ago or something, and I've already recorded one bullish divergence and one bearish divergence. And I'm also very interested in the previous equilibrium, which I will also record. So this is a new file of statistics, which I will record from now on. So that'll be very interesting. And we had the bullish divergences on Binance right here. So as you guys know, we had with the bullish divergences here, right? Here, bullish divergences. Let me just go through 1 hour real quick. And I'm also trying to make this video not too long. I want to spend maximum 10 minutes from now on. So we had the bullish divergence. We have a higher low here in CVD. So sorry, lower low CVD and a higher low on the price. Um, it's not a significant CVD divergence. We had stronger CVD divergences. I cannot remember on Bybit, and I've also recorded that one, I think. Look at this. We had quite strong bullish divergences here as well, right? Higher low and lower low on the CVD. Um, so so back to what I was talking about. We had bullish divergences here, and then we made it to the top of the range, which I expected. And then I was talking about a short, and yeah, I was unable to upload it, but let me just quickly play this for you real quick. The value area low, and then we're still essentially ranging, right? We're still ranging within this consolidation. Um, or this based on our harmonic. I'm quite confident that it will go down, but it could be like it could be here, it could be here, or maybe even here. Um, so yeah, I knew that it was a zone of resistance, and at the end of the day, it was actually not exactly the value area low, but it was the point of control of the range. Yeah, and as you guys know, I have two styles of trading. Um, and what I like is, but this affects your position sizing. Um, yeah, so you could have approached this one. It's important, like I said, your invalidation has to be on a place where you know you're invalidated, so that your trade will not be affected by swing failure patterns, by liquidity grabs. Um, so my stop loss placement is always good, just like this one, right? By the way, and this is what I also mentioned in that video. Um, I was obviously wrong here, but I already knew I will get stopped out. My bias changed. I kind of have a little bit of a characteristic problem. Um, I knew that okay, I will probably get stopped out here. I already felt it, um, but I chose not to manually close the trade right here when I could close it break even, but I closed it actually somewhere here. Um, what I yeah the but my invalidation, I said 70K, this is your invalidation, right? Because I knew Bitcoin likes to do liquidity grabs. Bitcoin likes to do this and this and this. And if you're not an experienced trader, um because I cannot show you like, well, perhaps right now, because I'm looking at a scalp short right now and I've taken some very nice trades. I will show you this yeah, maybe later. But for my videos, I cannot tell you, okay, this will be the low, or this will be the low, or here will be the low, the exact entry. I cannot, I know the zone of support or resistance, but I do not know exactly the entry. And it takes real experience and professionality in trading to be able to time the exact low or the high. That's why I said the invalidation is here. Should price reach this price, then this whole idea of going to 90K is invalidated. And this was a fundamental move, by the way, because I thought about it. I'm barely ever wrong. I was like, why was I wrong about this? Could how could this have happened? Because it barely happens where I'm wrong, really. And I've came to the conclusion that this was a fundamental play. This was a fundamental move down. Um, it was not a technical move. Why? Because everyone was shorting here, right? Everyone was shorting here, and uh, they say, okay, that is bearish, right? But yeah, in reality, it doesn't work like that. If everyone's shorting here, then price, it's like what you're usually seeing is that they get squeezed out, and then once everyone gets bullish, then the price goes down. But there was not enough fundamental power to change this high time frame context, this high time frame market structure, right? Because we're essentially still in a massive downtrend. Um, but yeah, I do not want to digress too much, and I do not want to get too much into the details because because the video will take very long, right? So yeah, we've had this move down, and I want to start off with quickly order flow context. Um, I don't want to look because it will take too long. What can I remember? So this move down, this was a hard short. Yeah, the reason why I thought we will go down is because we have exposed longs here. This move up it was a difficult move up with a lot of longs. So I shorted here intending to grab this liquidity. This was my target kind of. And then I knew, okay, this whole area will be support right now. But once again, the exact entry is difficult. But the reason why I thought that price would go down is because I knew there were a lot of exposed longs here, and they want to take this to 73K because people are looking like this, right? People are looking at this entry, at this. People are looking. They're thinking like this. So there's when price gets here, they're still exposing the longs. Not a lot of profits have been taken because people want to take this to the top of the range. So and I could see that in the order flow that there were still exposed longs. So that's why I thought, okay, price will go down right now, because that's how trading works. It goes from liquidity to liquidity. It happens time and time again. That's why I was so surprised. Why did we not go up here um, at 73K, right? So yeah, so price went down, and right now there are a lot of longs here again. People are longing this hard. People are longing this hard, and you can see, right, this horizontal open interest increase. So from this moment, longs were being added. A lot of longs were being opened. So that's why I put this a line here. This is where there was a huge increase in open interest. So I was therefore targeting all of that liquidity. Um, and there's still quite some exposed longs here. There aren't any shorts, so I'm kind of worried about that, because if there are no shorts, then there will be no fuel to pump this to 73K. Then we need a sign of strength. And okay, I want to make this too long, just a few more minutes. Um, there are exposed longs here, so that's why I'm thinking about a scalp short right here. But I want this to go a little bit higher to 63.5K. Um, and just to show you real quick, because I am sharing a lot of trades with a friend of mine, and I'm not from a trading group. I'm not. It's not really appropriate to share all of these setups, but I want to show you that trading is really about technical analysis. And for example, this one, right? This one, I've traded this one too. I've longed here and I've shorted here. Let me just show you the setup real quick. Um, yeah, this one. Look at this. So right here, I'm saying I'm in a scalp long right here, and I want to trade it to the previous day equilibrium to this area. Let me just put this away real quick. Um, I say I want to trade this. I longed here. Why did I long here? Because people were shorting too late. So I shorted here, and what I saw on the order flow here, people were shorting this. And we saw some bullish divergences, um, and they were shorting too late. And what Bitcoin likes to do is Bitcoin likes to punish people who short or long too late. So I saw this structure here, and I saw the divergences, and I was like, okay, um, and this is mainly about intuition as well, and market structure, because you can see here, I was looking at this area, um, and then you can see also the importance of confluence, right? Because it wasn't just this line, it wasn't just this trend line. We also had uh, the golden pocket right here, this golden pocket. This was a golden pocket. And we had a daily level. There was a lot of confluence here, but mainly I like this market structure. So then I longed here, and I targeted this this area, and you can see here there was the exact high again. And I said here, I want to compound here the short. TP is hit on longs. You're rejecting from the previous equilibrium, but I want a little bit higher. I'm saying ik wil iets hoger. I want a little higher. Ik had die scalp long en nog post of very high scalp. Ik heb geshort. Good reaction. I say here, good reaction. I like the reaction. I shorted. Stop loss above the high. Yeah, uh, so that was a really nice trade. And also this one, I've longed also this one right here, but I'm not going to get too much into the detail about this one. But I just want to show you that trading and technical analysis is really it's really the best thing ever. Like, Yeah, it's really the greatest thing ever. And right now I'm currently looking, maybe we'll get yeah, probably not, because I don't want to make this too long, but I'm currently looking for a scalp short right here. um, um, I think my approach will be just this, and a stop loss here, and then just trade this to a low. um, I will do this if the reaction is nice. If I like the reaction, then I will do that. If I do not like the reaction, then I will just wait uh, for a loose of this level, and then this. So that's what I'm looking for a scalp, but on a higher time frame, I'm quite bullish, to be honest. But it's difficult. I view this whole area as support, but how can we translate this into a trade? Um, Currently, like, how I would approach this one, and you can see like my approach is different every time. It just takes so much experience to be able to know, like, to differentiate between approaches in trading. So my approach here will be, I want a sign of strength. I want market structure to be bullish. I want bullish order flow, and that means that I want people to be shorting here with bullish divergences. I want I want to see people shorting on these resistance areas once a nice level of support has been hit. And then I will take the long, and then I will target this to at least 73K, to be honest. So that's what I'm looking, and I will let you guys know in the on the YouTube posts. I will let you guys know once I get into a swing long. For all these scalp trades, I will not post them because they're scalp trades, and I mainly want to focus here in my videos on high time frame setups, and I will let you guys know once I'm in a swing long. Um, so that's it for now. I'm looking at this area for support for a swing long. If we lose this area, then it's difficult. Then we have so many. We have a level at 57K, and we have a level of 55K, and that's very difficult to trade to open up a long. Like, I will have to make a new video about that. So until then, this has not happened right now. So um, yeah, I want to leave it like this right now. For now, thanks for watching, and on to the next video.